Hey guys, welcome to The Roost, where we talk all things property, from investment through renovation and design. So if you love property and you're looking to get into it in the next year or so, then you're going to want to stick around for this. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to want to think about before you put your money into anything is really thinking about what your goal is. This should drive everything that you're doing. So it's your why, basically. Why are you investing into property? Is it because you want a relatively secure investment for later on in life? Do you want to replace your wage so that you can leave your corporate job, which is what I've done recently? Do you want to just build a pot of cash for whatever reason? If you want to buy something or you want to reinvest it into something else, really think about what it is that you want this money to do for you, because it will help drive what strategy you go for. And there are many, which I will get into later on. But yeah, just do your research and really think about what it is that you want property to do for you. So the next thing that you need to think about, and be really, really honest with yourself on this, is the little property trifecta of skills that you need before you start investing. So those 3 points are time, money, and knowledge. And really evaluate your skills and the amount of time that you're willing to put into investing before you start any strategy, because you'll have lots of people telling you, you can make loads of money in property, it's really easy, you do it overnight, you don't need to put any money down. No, that is not right. If people tell you that, I would run a mile, because if something is too good to be true, like a no money down deal, it invariably is. And it occurs through all walks of life, but it very much occurs in property, and there will be lots of people trying to sell you a dream that just doesn't exist. So be really honest with yourself on how much time you're willing to put in. Property can be a relatively passive source of income, but it does take a lot of hard work and a lot of time investment up front. So are you willing to go to property at the weekends to renovate it, like we personally do? Are you willing to manage it yourself and put in work at the weekends to vet tenants or sort boilers or all of that sort of stuff? All of these things will drive you to a kind of strategy route. It will help you figure out what property plan you're going to go for. So once you figured out how much time you're willing to put into it, then figure out how much money that you have to invest. Big or small, there are various avenues that you can go down depending on that, but be really honest with yourself as to how much you can afford to put into your investment property. So then the third thing is knowledge. How much knowledge do you have of your chosen strategy before you start? Now, I go on about the little trifecta of property. However, you can start with 2 out of 3. 1 out of 3, you probably want to work on another area. If you've got time and money, that's amazing, because you can put in the time to research, up your knowledge, find other people that can help you out, look on YouTube. I can leave a load of resources in the description box that will help you get started. Yeah, that's a really good place to be. If you've got money and knowledge, also really good. If you've got no time, then you've got the money to pay someone to go and do it for you. And if you have knowledge and time but no money, this one I think is a little bit more of a struggle, because you're going to have to find someone that is willing to invest in you. But you know, it's possible. Or just keep working, keep saving until you've got your pot built up that you can go and do it yourself. There's ways around it. They are never an excuse not to get started. This point might feel like a weird one, but it is, take it seriously. I'm sure that you will, because it inevitably is your own money and you are putting it into something, you don't want to lose it, you don't want to make a bad decision. But it is serious. It's not playing around at the weekends. It is a business transaction. So make sure that you do your research on whatever deal that you are doing and don't get emotionally involved in it, which sounds, it is really hard. And I am totally guilty of doing that because I see places, I fall in love with them. I envision what I'm going to do with them, how we're going to transform them, what tiles I'm going to use in the bathroom, all of that good stuff. That is just the way that I work. But I have come to realise over the past year or so that it is not the way to go about it. You need to take it seriously. You need to run your numbers. You need to make sure that you are not going to lose money or that you have a plan if you do. So that means that you might have multiple exit strategies. So whether you're selling it or renting it or whatever you want to do, if the market suddenly changes, you can deal with it, basically. Property investment is basically just dealing with emergencies, things unexpected, all of those sort of stuff. So you need to be able to think on your feet and work out. If you need to pivot, be able to pivot. Is one that might not be as expected, but is really, really important, which is networking. So just don't do it on your own. Have a business partner that you can bounce ideas off. Find a network either in your area or even on Instagram or YouTube. Like, connect with people that you can share knowledge with and just find ideas from, get inspiration from, chat to, work out problems with. It will give you so much knowledge that you won't even realise that you're getting. It's unbelievable. I am part of a property network called Property Sisters, which are a group of women in the UK that invest in property, and the amount of knowledge that I've gained from them is unbelievable. They also have a YouTube channel that I will put in the description box below in case you wanted to check them out, or if you're in a similar position and fancy joining. We have made so many great connections just on Instagram of people that are so supportive and willing to help you push your own business forward. It's amazing. And it's a much less serious kind of formal environment that you would get a kind of networking event. Just reach out to someone, and people always want to chat about themselves. So if you find someone inspiring, tell them, start up a conversation and just get some knowledge. Which leads me nicely onto my last point, and probably the most important point of all, is just do it. Just freaking do it. Take action, go out and source a property, book a viewing, do anything that's going to forward your journey, basically, because you can kind of get this paralysis of researching and thinking that you're moving yourself forward because you're looking at loads of articles on the internet and watching videos, but actually getting out there and doing it, you'll learn from your mistakes, you'll learn how to fall fast, get back up again, and you won't do it the next time. The first deal that you do is probably not going to be the best deal, but a deal done is better than not, in my book. Our first deal, I'll go into it in another time, but it's not been the most kind of profitable for us, but the amount that we learn over that time, renovating it, doing all the financing, all of that sort of stuff, we've learned so much that we can now apply that to all our other deals going forward. So yeah, just do it. So I hope you found this video useful. If not, then please don't tell me. I would just want to know if you found it useful. If you want to know a bit more on the strategies that I mentioned at the top of the video, then I will be putting up another video in tandem with this one that goes into those in more detail because it's a little bit more in depth. Yeah, I will leave some resources in the description below that will help you get started and give you a bit of background on how to get into investment in property. Anything else that you want to see that is property related, drop a comment and we will try our best to get it recorded for you. Thanks so much for watching and hopefully see you soon. Bye.